Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the living room. And I guess a few of you might have seen our little pre-show. I think we went into record about 10 minutes ago, so I sure hope we didn't say anything too crazy. It was one of those outtakes that could get you fired. Anyway, I thought I would start off at the fireplace because it's a rainy night out here in Southern California, and it's cold outside, and I thought it would be so just nice to be all cozy by a fire, and maybe I'm feeling like I'm just feeling very older Joni Mitchell tonight. So I have just a handful of songs that I want to just pull out and look at, and if you've been watching along, you know we're super casual here, so anything could happen. But the first thing I want to say is some sad news. I'm really sorry to hear that John Prine passed away today. Just my heart goes out to his family, and it's really that's really sad. We shouted out to him last week when we heard he was ill, and then I heard he was making he was rallying, but there's a lot of stories like that. So I just my heart goes out to anybody who's lost anyone who's struggling with the coronavirus right now, and just the impact overall, economically and emotionally, spiritually, physically, it's profound. So what I'm doing here is just connecting with my friends and playing a little music and trying to raise our spirits a little bit and get warm by the fire. So I'll start with a song I did last week as well. It's normally played on the dulcimer, but I played on the guitar, so it's called Carey. Wind is in from Africa. Last night I couldn't sleep. Oh, it's surely Carey, but it's really not my home. My fingernails are filthy. I've got bees on my feet. I miss my clean white linens and my fancy French cologne. Carry it at your feet. I'll put on some silver. Oh, you're a mean old daddy, but I like you. Let's go down to the Mermaid Cafe. I will find you a bottle of wine. We'll take a toast to nothing. Smash our empty glasses. really what you guys are doing, or you're just basically in my living room hanging out. We're just playing some songs, and I like that casual nature. Some of my favorite moments have been in this room playing with my friends, and once a year I have a New Year's Day thing, and we all jam. We never know what we're gonna do, and this is really fun. Real warm vibe here. So I'm gonna tune it for another tune. I'm gonna do one more tune here, and then I'm gonna go to the piano. I can't see your comments yet till I get to my computer, so but I will check in.
They're good. They like Wilbur.
They like what?
Wilbur.
Oh, Wilbur. Oh, okay. If you can see Wilbur in there, I better explain. So I'm living in the house I grew up in, and when we bought it, my parents bought it. It was furnished, and I guess the man who built it in the 20s. He was a hunter. I'm not really into hunting, but this was his summer sort of hunting lodge type of place. So when we moved in, there were like animals all up on there were like deer heads and elk and
Eagle.
Owls and mountain lion skin. I mean, it was really bizarre. But because I was a child, I thought, well, I mean, not that I wanted to hurt animals, but I named them all and they became my friends. And so when I took the house over, I kept a few of them, including Wilbur, who you've met. And he's from the Pacific Northwest, from what I understand, because I met the guy, unfortunately, whose family was responsible for his untimely demise. Anyway, that's why we have an elk head in our living room. Not because we condone hunting in any possible way. Joni Mitchell has about, 50 plus tunings. And I think it's so creative how she managed to, turn something that was, she had polio as a child, so her hands were a little too weak to play the guitar in standard tuning. So to help her create, she changed the tuning so she wouldn't even have to press the strings down. So it makes people like me able to play songs like Chelsea Morning. I just think that's the happiest song. I don't know. It's so vibrant. You know, I love about her early stuff is that it's just so colorful about the places that she visited and lived. You know, like that picture of New York back in the 60s, and you know, gosh, you know, it's just great. So we're going to go to the piano and find some more colorful tunes to sing. Now I can really check in with you guys. Oh, hello. It's my group. It's my group of folks. Pretty much have all been here anyway, so you know this place. Just so happy to be with my friends. It's really great. It's really great. So I was playing with a new song. Well, it's an old Joni song, but you know, last week I had this great somebody had suggested doing Midway, the song about that song about the Midway. So I learned that and started playing it, and it was really awesome. So now there's a song that I've always wanted to play. I just hadn't gotten around to it, so I figured, well, you know, today was as good a day as any to start taking a stab at it. And my sister suggested it, but it's been on my radar for a while. And it's Sisotowbell Lane. Sisotowbell Lane. Now, there's no street called Sisotowbell. It's actually, I found this on Joni Mitchell's website, it's an acronym for somehow, in spite of troubles, ours will be everlasting love. And I thought that was sweet. She wrote this in the 60s, and she was going through sort of an acronym stage, I suppose. And she was writing a lot of mythology, but it's kind of a challenge because it's on guitar, and I also had some comments from people who were curious how I translated a guitar song to the piano, and sometimes it kind of translates pretty easy. And they're all kind of fun to try and figure out because it makes for a really rich chord, but to get the right vibe, I'm not trying to copy the guitar, but you want to have some of a similar kind of thing. Anyway, this is a work in progress, so you get to be the first one to hear me sing it right now. Let me get my vibe.
In every way.
That's a handful. Oh, it's a beautiful song. All right, so we'll be working that out this week. Did the phone fall again?
Of course.
Did the phone that we're broadcasting on fall?
No.
Okay, good. We've been having a fun time with it. We went into live mode about 10 minutes before. Had no idea. Have no idea what we said, but I hope I didn't insult anybody. Hey, Mary, Linda, Karen. How awesome. It's good to see you guys all up here. So, what shall I do now? Okay, so we're doing, I have this, like, since it's raining, I decided I would pull out some old Joni Mitchell, and it's the stuff I don't get to normally play with my band, because we tend to do, well, more of the band stuff, right? But it's so fun to do solo, you know, because that's how she presented it for the most part, just piano and vocal or piano and guitar. Here's one I love. This one for a while. I am so loving everybody's live concerts and the way everyone's so creatively connecting online. It is, it's really cool. It's really great, and we're keeping each other as positive as we can be through our gifts and offering them, which is so wonderful. My yoga teacher is offering her classes online, and which is, I mean, if you know me, I'm like, that's my sort of something I do all the time, like every day, try. And losing that ability to go to my studio, like I know I can do it here, but to have someone like that come into your home, and just to have, that gives you so much strength. And so I hope your routines, you're able to find something that keeps you fed spiritually, not just going to the refrigerator and getting some bagels, which that also works too, or carrot cake, you know. But, you know, I've been trying to find a peaceful place to be and trying to really look inside and, I don't know, make some sense out of it. I am lucky to have a really strong support team here. And we're keeping each other, keeping our heads above water. When morning comes to Morgantown, the merchants roll their bodies down. Milk trucks make their morning rounds. In morning Morgantown, we'll rise up early with the sun. We'll ride the bus while everyone is yawning, and the day is young. Perfect song.
Oh, beautiful.
This is a perfect song. This is a perfect evening. Hi, you guys. This makes me happy. Very happy. Fireplace. The cat hasn't come in to interrupt us yet, but it's coming. You know, he's going to pick his moment. Or not. Or not. He's been sleeping through these concerts, except for last night. I don't mind it at all. He's a 20-year-old cat. He can do whatever he wants. That was the deal I made. I said, you just stay healthy. You can eat. I'll feed you whatever you want. And he's held me to that. Oh my God, the salmon that we get him, and we go to Erewhon, the most expensive health market nearby, and get him the tuna from the deli, and well, that's not always the case, but we do dote on him quite a bit. Is the first Joni Mitchell song I might have heard. As my sister Bonnie brought that record home when I was 9 or 10 years old, said, "Oh, you have to check out this incredible songwriter." And I think that was a song she played, because that song just sticks in my mind. I mean, all of them are so amazing, but that one just sort of, it conjures up this really cool memory. Since I grew up in this house, in this living room, this is where I learned, this room was where I learned to play the piano, and then eventually started, writing songs. And so I'm just having this sort of all-encompassing experience, which I usually have, but I don't usually talk about it. Usually just here by myself. And in essence, I actually am here by myself, but talking to myself. No, I feel you out there, and I'm so happy that we've created this little community. This is week 3. We just entered week 3. We signed on to do one more week, and you just never know. It's been great, and even though the stay-at-home order will be lifted, and we're gonna be able to go out one of these days. I'm still planning to do these concerts as much as I can. Maybe not every night, but they've been awesome for me, and it's a nice way to just kind of hang out with your friends and in our pajamas. I have to say, when I sing Morning in Morgantown, I don't know, Mary, if you're still on, but talking about the ladies and their fashions, oh God, what's the lyric? But it just, I think of you. I'm going to find it. Where did it go? Mary Bogus is this fantastic singer, and she always wears the most awesome clothes, and it's just ladies in their rainbow fashions. That's Mary. That's you. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more songs. We're flying by tonight, but I thank you for listening. We'll be here tomorrow doing something else, but it will be in the moment and organic, just like all of these. So, but I'm not done yet. So here we go. I don't need these glasses. He comes for conversation, comfort him sometimes, comfort and consultation. He knows that's what he'll find. Bring him apples and Jesus. He brings me songs to sing. He sees me when he pleases. I see him in cafes, and I only come to say hello, to look away before his lady knows how much I want to see him. She removes him like a ring to wash her hands. She only brings I'm sending you all so much love and good thoughts and about your situations, and that if you're ill with this virus, I wish you a speedy recovery. I'm so sorry for anyone struggling at all in any way, and I just hope we get through this sooner than later. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be here tomorrow night if you need to hear some more music, soothing music, and just lots of love to you all. I met you on the Midway at a fair last year, and you stood out like a ruby in a black man's ear. You were playing on the horses, you were playing on the guitar strings, you were playing like a devil wearing wings. Wearing wings, you look so grand, wearing wings. Do you tape them to your shoulders just to sing? Can you fly? I can. Can you fly? Like an eagle doing your hunting from the sky. I followed with the sideshows to another town, and I found you in a trailer from the camping grounds. You were betting on some lover, you were shaking out the dice, and I thought I saw you cheating once or twice. Once or twice, I heard you did. Once or twice. Were you wondering, was the gamble worth the price? Pack it in, I heard you did. Pack it in. Was it hard to follow that you knew you could win? Till lately you've been hiding, you were somewhere in the news, and I'm still at these races with my ticket stubs and my blues, and a voice that calls out the numbers, and it sometimes mentions mine, and I feel like I've been working overtime. Overtime, I've lost my fire. Overtime, always playing one more hand, one more time. Slowing down, I'm getting tired. Slowing down, and I envy you the value Good night.